deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnson fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnson fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnson fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post.
As we welcome you inside Levy Ice Rink here in Burrillville, Rhode Island. Game 2 of the quarterfinals series between Warwick Co-op and the Burrillville Broncos. Warwick taking away a 3-1 win yesterday in Game 1. We have seen a lot of hockey here at Levy today. Ponagansett beat Lincoln, forced Game 3 in their Division 2 boys quarterfinal series. BPB 5-0 over Warwick girls, sweeping their series. They're off into the semifinals. Game 3 tonight, Warwick, Burrillville. We're going to pause. They're going to announce starting lineups and national anthem.
Forward, number 17, Ryan Fowler. Starting at D, number 4, Captain Ethan Pizzullo. And number 11, Lucas Heaven. Starting in net for the Warwick Militia, number 31, Braxton Brad. Now, for your Burrillville Broncos. Starting at forward, number 3, Stephen Rodriguez. At forward, number 9, Cameron Potter. Forward, number 20, senior, Ryan Stone. Starting at B tonight, number 19, Cam Boss. And number 24, Sean Farrell. Starting in the net for the Burrillville Broncos, number 1, Michael Diaz. So we all please rise and remove our hats and caps for the national anthem.
A packed house on a Saturday night in Burrillville. As we welcome you inside the Panzoli Sports Network broadcast booth once again, Matt Jolis alongside our talented cameraman Eldon Darris, bringing you all of these sights and sounds from within inside of Levy Rink. Will it be the last time we will see this Burrillville Broncos team in the season? Quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995. Go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, 70 associate in business for 20 years as a broker, owner, and certified real estate appraiser. Spanish-speaking and covering Massachusetts properties as well. Just give a call, 401-742-8971, and by RR Elite Recruits. Access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including ACHA, Club Hockey, and Prep Academy. Visit rreliterecruits.com. Underway here in the first period of play. Burrillville in the white, Warwick in the black, and quickly a whistle and a stoppage of play. We're going to get an icing call. And Warwick will have to take a defensive zone face-off. Michael Fiat in net for the Broncos. Braxton Bragg for the Warwick Militia. That face-off is won by the 9 of Richie Kavanaugh. Ryan Barlow. As Rodriguez spins around, Barlow sends that one back to the blue line. Big hit along the side boards as Ryan Stone was sent into the glass. For the 24 of Sean Farrell. Opposite side for Cameron Potter. A sandwich of the 3 of Charlie Clements between the 19 of Cam Force and the 10 of Ryan Fournette. Force. Murphy. As Murphy takes this one all the way down, was looking for some help from Fournette. Fournette got tripped up and sent into the corner boards. Hard shot came back. That one was a good attempt from Patrick Poison. And it may have gotten a piece of Bragg's shoulder. Off of the back side boards. This one will cycle around. Burrillville trying to see if they can pin this one into the zone. Farrell getting into the mix of that one. Sends it down into the corner. Picked up there by Jacob Pickering. And Pickering will go ahead and send this one across for Gerard Shapino. Shapino carries out of the zone all the way down. No icing called as there was a deflection on the play. 2-line pass. Rolls around for LaPrade. Back of the blue line for Poison. That one's going to deflect off of him. Farrell's going to chase this one back against Brady Martin. Poison up the backside boards for Farrell. Stretches that one out for Rodriguez. LaPrade. Off the backside boards once again. It was deflects back up. Warwick trying to see if they can clear the zone, and it's kept in craftfully there by the 23 of Jack Farrell. This one will go all the way down, and they say no icing. Picked up by Poison. What a season it's been for the Burrillville Broncos. Started off super hot. We were talking about them as a potential top 4, top 3 team. And then all of a sudden, the Christmas holiday season happened. Kavanaugh wiped out on the play. No call for the referees. As he runs into Fiat and the net's dislodged from its moorings. To the story we were mentioning, Christmas hockey season happens. Stevie Rodriguez goes down. Both of the Farrells go down. They lose Cam Potter for a while. They lost Force for a moment. The amount of red lines on a Burrillville Broncos roster was almost shocking. And then all of a sudden, the magical thing happened. In about a 6 and 7 week span, everyone came back healthy, strong, ready to play. Burrillville went on an absolute tear and just demolished about every single team in their sight. We saw them beat into teams like Cumberland. And in the end of all of it, we found themselves sitting here in a very strong position inside of the playoffs. Apologize for the clock error there. We're going to get this fixed 11:39. Left remaining here in the first. No score. Charlie Clements tried to push that one around the backside boards, whistling a stoppage of play as that one popped up in the netting and maybe out into the stands as well too. The Burrillville Broncos student section all decked out in black tonight, opposite side of the Warwick student section all dressed out in gray. Face-off won by Clemens, but then Clemens had it taken away from him by Farrell. As far as the top of the circle, Jack Saylor pushed that one back. Farrell gets in the way of the 19 of Cooper Groska. Up into the ceiling. You could hear that one clunk. And drops down out of play. Shot score! From the 11 of Lucas Heemond. On the blue line, it tips off of the stick of Brady Martin. Warwick's on the board. And the "We Can't Hear You" chant begins from the Warwick student section, tonight located to our broadcast right. Martin's going to get the goal. Lucas Heemond and Kennedy on the assists. 1-0 Warwick. Can't force. That one deflects off of the sideboards and will come all the way down. Kavanaugh tips off of the stick of Mulaney into the Warwick bench. Bishop Hendricken beat Barrington 9-0 earlier today. That swept that series. LaSalle and Mount in game 2 of their series. That's underway right now. 11:06 left to go here in the first. And LaSalle 1-0 over Mount. If LaSalle wins, that will end that series. Cumberland Proud is the other Division I series in action tonight. We'll try and see if we can get you an update from Boss Ice Arena on that game. It was to be streamed here on Fans Only Sports Network. If you saw the posting on our Instagram feed, little bit of a story behind that one. For the 22, Nick Carey! Tie game, Nick Carey. 1-1. Buckle in, folks, because this one might be a crazy one tonight. And I feel like playoffs at Levy seem to have crazy stories to them to last year. Moses Brown and Burrillville in the quarterfinals. That one is one Burrillville fans will want to forget, but from a broadcaster's perspective, what a crazy series that was. Cam Force slotted through the center. Daniel Kennedy tried to grab it. Warwick will backtrack with this one. Kennedy trying to look forward there for McNally. No go. Force picks that one up. Wraps around the back side. Poison. Lifted pass, and that one kicks off of the 9 of Cam Potter and all the way down. Getting dumped down into the backside boards was Rodriguez. Poison to be picked up by Ethan Pizzulo. Poison slots that one across. It'll be sent long by Force. Try to get that one into the neutral zone. Carried back for Warwick. Taking a hack at it. There's Aiden McNally. McNally and Brady Martin get tied up. Kavanaugh dropped one, left it there for Sean Mullaney. Mullaney tries to fire, and it gets taken away from him. Patrick Murphy headed the other way. Murphy ran into a brick wall in the 17 of Ryan Barlow, and Sean Mullaney tries to track that one all the way down. For the 9 of Kavanaugh around the backside boards. Pops out for Farrell. Farrell able to flick it across for Murphy. Murphy goes to fire and whiffs. And a whistle and a stoppage of play on icing will bring the puck back down in front of the Warwick net. .720 left to go here in the first period. Brady Martin earlier for Warwick. Nick Carey for Burrillville just a moment ago. If necessary, a game 3 probably Monday night. Rodriguez. LaPrade. Pickering will send that one around for Warwick. Charlie Clements tried to flick it out of the zone. Rodriguez kept it in. Rodriguez trying to toe drag there. And Clements came back to pick that one up. Pushed along by Grosketh all the way into the down corner. Chased by Clements and flicked out by Poison. Ethan Pizzulo will chase this one back for Warwick. Sean Farrell. Carey tried to shoot. And Clements got in the way of it. Pizzulo for the militia. Farrell back into the neutral zone and through the neutral zone. Broncos clear that one down. They can get a line change. Pizzulo off of the side boards will wrap this one around for Aiden McNally. Nowhere for him to go. Hard shot from Pizzulo at the blue line. Kicks off the pad of Fiat. Farrell for the 10 of Fournette. Ryan Fournette will try to wrap this one around, looking for somebody in the center. Farrell flicks that one and trying to get a redirect from Patrick Murphy, and instead it hits the backside boards. 5.5 left to go. Broken twig left sitting on the ice as Cam Force will come all the way back to get this one for the Broncos. Outstretched pass for Fournette. Whistle and a stoppage of play on icing. And the gentleman in stripes will retrieve the blade part that has been detached from the shaft to be returned to the Burrillville bench. Shot on a draw play as Ryan Barlow was trying to tee one up for Warwick. Spinorama from the 10 of Jacob Pickering. For the 11 of Cole Prod. Theod holds that one for a save. Deflection and no icing called emphatically by the referee as Gerard Shapino tries to pick that one up along the backside boards. Jack Farrell there to bother him. Force, as it deflected off of someone's stick and up into the netting, will get a stoppage of play. Six and change left to go in the first. Still LaSalle 1-0 over Mount St. Charles. We'll keep you abreast on that game as we go through the course of the evening here. Nick Carey. Rodriguez back for the 19 of Force. Rodriguez prayed. That one deflected off of Bragg's blocker pad. Dumped back in by Sean Farrell. Line changes in super booth sides as Ethan Pizzullo tried to clear that one out of the backside. Lucas Heeman has the assist on Brady Martin's goal. That was the first one. Nick Carey struck right back for Burrillville. Sean Farrell for Jack Farrell. The Warwick player got dumped down in the middle. That was Daniel Kennedy. Off of the body of the 16 of Aiden McNally in front of his bench. He was able to keep it inside of the play. And we continue on. It will be held behind Bragg. Along the side boards, McNally trying to go with it. That one came back for Farrell. And almost an opportunity there. And then Bragg deflects one that goes up into the netting. And we'll get a stoppage of play. Sideboards for the 10 of Pickering. Barlow. Settled along the back side. Pickering will dump that one in. He was looking for the 12 of Mulaney. Peeled off by Kavanaugh. Came back up top for Shapino. That one inside, and Mulaney tried to deflect the bouncing puck. Now again, Kavanaugh trying to deflect one And both go wide of Piad. Piad will go ahead and hold on to this one. Is right on the doorstep once again. As the many times aforementioned 9 of Richie Kavanaugh. Draw play. And Fiat was able to kick that one away. Patrick Murphy lost a handle on it, and it goes for Pizzulo as he wraps that one around the backside. Final 90 ticks to go here in the first period of play. Around the backside boards, Pizzulo sends one, and that one went right off the edge of Fiat's glove. Whistle stoppage of play, and it may have gotten a piece of the net. So 1 minute left to go here. Quarterfinal action on Penzoli Sports Network brought to you by Rays Hockey. Visit rayshockey.com. Premier Home Realty and RR Elite Recruits. That one right off of Fiat's pad on the spin attempt from Kavanaugh. Mulaney bodied into the boards there by Poison. Caromed around in an attempt from Barlow that hit a bunch of traffic. Rodriguez along the backside boards, bothered there by Kavanaugh, comes back out along the Burrillville bench side. Pizzulo as he slots that one over for Colin O'Day. Stopping on a dime and getting run into was Barlow by the 24 of Farrell, and it will go all the way down. Icing will be called. Let's go Broncos, the chant coming from the Broncos student section on the opposite side of the rink from our broadcast position. As this one will cycle around the backside boards, Farrell bodies into Grosketh. It'll get flicked back out for Shapino, and the horn will sound, and we're through 1 period of play. Warwick 1, Burrillville 1. After 1, you're watching the Rhode Island High School quarterfinals on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
To the second period we go. 1-1. After one. Brady Martin, followed by Nick Carey. Warwick 1-0 and then 1-1 as Burrillville tied it up. Hard shot from Fournette. Hits off the backside boards. Bragg went to grab that one. Whistle and a stoppage of play as Bragg holds onto it. Quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Socia in business for 20 years as a broker, owner, and certified real estate appraiser. Spanish speaking and covering Massachusetts as well. Call 401-742-8971 for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including ACHA Club Hockey and Prep Academy. Fill out an athlete submission form today at rreliterecruits.com. End of the first period in Adelard, 1-0. LaSalle over Mount St. Charles. As we're underway here in the second period of play. That one I thought deflected off of the air tubing that comes through the side of the rink, but I guess not. Icing anyway, and a stoppage of play. Jacob Pickering sent that one all the way down. Poison deflects it up along the sideboards, bodied into it by Saylor, trying to keep it in the zone for Warwick. Patrick Murphy. Fournette. Fournette got taken down, no call from the referees. Hard shot from distance from Poison that may have hit traffic before it even got through to Bragg. Murphy got knocked down, delayed offsides, would have been called if the puck came back, but instead Warwick exits the zone with it. Charlie Clements hit hard into the boards by Patrick Poison. And Burrillville's going to come away with the puck. Fournette will instead dump and chase that one. Burrillville's going to use it for a line change. Line changes for both sides as we play on with 12:45 left to go here in the second. Wrap around attempted. Front underneath Fion's pad, and he got it. The Let's Go Broncos chant once again echoes from the Burrillville student section. They're trying to will their team through tonight. If Burrillville wins, it'll be game 3, probably Monday night. A Warwick win would close out this series and send them to the semifinals. An ironic story to that would be last year, Moses Brown came into the season having had one win in the year before. They beat Burrillville on this Levy Arena ice to get into the semifinals. That was game 3 in an overtime. Warwick had one win last year. They have found themselves in game 2 of a quarterfinal series against the Burrillville Broncos at Levy Arena with an opportunity to go to the semifinals. Shot, save made by Fiat on the attempt from Barlow. Fiat kicks that one up as Sailor sent one on the draw play. Open space. And the Burrillville defense collapses on Gross. Gets it, he gets it back and a score. Juicy rebounds for Cooper Grosketh. It's 2-1 Warwick. Well, when Brady Martin scored back in the first, it was answered right back by Burrillville on Nick Carey's goal. Here's Carey again from distance, and that one will be snared by Bragg. Face-off won by Warwick. Shafino shepherded that one around Barlow. Along the sideboards, Ryan Barlow tried to flick that one across. Body of Barlow into the body of Patrick Poison. And Warwick moves this one through the neutral zone. Kavanaugh kicks that one back. For the 12 of Mulaney. Mulaney on Fiat. Loose puck still around as Fiat shoves Barlow out of the way as he was on his knees in front of the crease. Kavanaugh. Wrap around. Kicked away by Fiat. On the backside boards and dumped down was Barlow. This one will go all the way down. And a whistle and a stoppage of play. Icing is called. Today's game on Panzoli Sports Network brought to you by Rays Hockey. Visit rayshockey.com, Premier Home Realty, and RR Elite Recruits. Lucas Heeman. Rodriguez for Burrillville. Kennedy. Aiden McNally as that one gets wrapped around the backside boards looking for Martin. Left it sitting up at the blue line in a long distance attempt from Pickering. Deflects off of the boards. Carried out by the Broncos with speed, Stevie Rodriguez. Rodriguez will go around the backside himself, brings that one all the way out. Poison, a huge shot and a kick saved by Bragg. Back to Poison again, second shot. That one doesn't even get through to Bragg. Brady Martin. Martin for the 14 of Sailor. Sailor pushed down from behind. Rodriguez trying to flip that one for force. Poison will track back. Potter, and that is icing. Into the second period, 11:40 left to go in the second. Still just 1-0 LaSalle over Mount St. Charles in game 2 of their quarterfinal series. LaSalle leads that series 1-0. after an emphatic 9-2 victory yesterday at Smithfield Municipal. On the sideboards for the 19 of Grosketh. Dispossessed as the 19s, Grosketh and Force, a tete-a-tete with each other. To the right side of the Warwick bench, and Grosketh dumped down again. And he will go to the bench in a line change. Barlow, check that, it's the 12, and now Barlow has it. As Barlow was streaking inside the zone, Mulaney held it for a second and then went to Barlow. Farrell. Backhanded attempt, floater that is blocked down by Bragg's knees. Barlow fires, net knocked off of its moorings as Piod backtracked. And the Warwick student section up in a little bit of arms. But it was while he was backtracking to play the puck. So nothing could be seen as nefarious there. 7.5 left to go here in the second period as we cross the midway of the second period. We cross the midway of this game. 2-1 Warwick Brady Martin Cooper Grosketh for Warwick. Nick Carey for the Burrillville Broncos. Update from Adelard Arena. Mount St. Charles has just scored. It is 1-1 with 10:49 left to go in the second. That game is available to view right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Chris Hetu has the call at Adelard. Held by Fiad. Mount just scored 1-1. After they got smacked 9-2 yesterday, they're gonna play a good game today. We're on the backside boards. Evan Polachek. Sean Farrell. As Farrell ran into the 14 of Jack Saylor. Bodies beginning to fly. The physicality of this game is going to pick up. The 19 of Camp Force around the back side. That one's going to be peeled away by Saylor. Swept by Stone. Into the neutral zone for Clements. Losing an edge and going down, and then a huge hit between Carey and the 9 of Kavanaugh. Fournette flicked one to the backside, was looking maybe for Farrell. That one didn't work. Barlow headed the other way. Barlow backhander, and Fiat kicked it away. Mulaney having issues with the 9 of Cam Potter. Dumped him down on the backside board behind the play. 5 and change left to go here in the second. Patrick Murphy. Rodriguez as he goes toe-to-toe against Pizzulo, and Rodriguez didn't exactly win that one. Opportunity, blocker patted away by Piad, came off the stick of Martin. Force inside, and a kick save. Potter's attempt on Bragg. Potter, Rodriguez in the corner. Pizzulo and Rodriguez collide. Nothing doing. That one had to get blocked. Potter side. Back the other way, and Bragg makes a ridiculous save. Oh boy, did Burrillville smell a tying goal there with the net wide open. And Rodriguez an opportunity, Potter an opportunity. Farrell, and that one got patted down by Bragg. Oh, trying to reach it with his hand. Good jump from Murphy. Couldn't get a hold on it. Poison chases this into the backside corner. Has to battle there with Cooper Grosketh. As they still continue to battle with each other. For Farrell. Farrell winds, fires. That one deflects off the side of Hemond. Warwick will carry this one out of the zone. Barlow fires into the body of Sean Farrell. And this one will come all the way down. No icing called, is onside in the zone as it went right past him with Shapino. Bragg holds on for the save on the attempt from Rodriguez. Let's go Broncos chant once again from the Burrillville student section. 3 and change left to go here in this second period. Carried by Mulaney. Pinned along the side boards. Finally kicked free. Trying to shoot one as he's getting bumped left and right. As the 9 of Kavanaugh. And a save by Piad. Two and change. Separating us from intermission. That one right in front. Players flying. And the net comes off of its moorings as the 24 of Brady Martin hits the post. Rodriguez. LaPrade, and then that one comes all the way back across for Cam Potter. Rodriguez again. Lucas Hemond defensively there. Hemond against Rodriguez. Wipeout and no call from the referees. Cam Force. Taken away by Martin. Brady Martin winds, fires, kick saved by Fiat up into the netting and a stoppage of play. LaSalle scored again to go up 2-1. 5:44 left in the second. For the 5 of Colin O'Day and Charlie Clements. And now the arm is going to go up. And a penalty is coming against Warwick. And roughing is the call against Cooper Grosketh. And Grosketh can argue all that he wants. But they say it was a little too much. And Burrillville goes on the power play. First power play this evening from either side. Hard shot from distance from Force. And that one's kicked aside by Bragg. Force back at the blue line once again. Rodriguez slotted that one on the side. Bragg makes the save. Rifle attempt from Jack Farrell on the opposite side. 1:08 remaining in the period. 1:45 on the advantage. If Burrillville does not score, that would carry into the third period of play. This one skips past Force. And Elton Chase, Fayon's out of the net. Fayon's all caught up with Barlow. That one came back, and Fayon's going to stretch out and somehow make a save. An absolute bizarre adventure of Michael Fayon in goal right there for the Burrillville Broncos. .50 seconds left to go here in the period. Burrillville wins the faceoff, holds that one behind. Force will bring it forward himself for Rodriguez. Rodriguez stops on a dime, loses an edge, is able to kick that one back for Farrell. Cross for Force, tapped away instead by Mullaney. Force and Mullaney battling as Farrell comes back to help. Force is going to peel through on this one. Force flicks this one out for Farrell. Farrell from the blue line fires one in a redirect attempt. That went for Ryan Burnett, doesn't go. Farrell back in the neutral zone, and this one's going to deflect off of the backside boards. It will get picked up by Force, and the horn will sound. Brady Martin, Cooper Grosketh, 2. Nick Carey for Burrillville, 1. 2-1 after 2. They'll resurface the ice and will buckle in for the final 15. You're watching the Rhode Island High School Boys Ice Hockey Division I quarterfinals game 2, presented by Rays Hockey and Premier Home Realty on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Two-one Warwick. After two, Brady Martin, Cooper Grosketh for Warwick. Nick Carey for the Burrillville Broncos. Is this the final third period, or is there a story still left to be written? From Levy Ice Rink in Burrillville, third period underway. Thanks for tuning in on Fans Only Sports Network alongside our talented cameraman Alden Darius. I'm Matthew Jolis as we bring you game two of this quarterfinal series in Division I boys hockey action in the Ocean State, the state of Rhode Island. This one will be cleared all the way down and shepherded by Fiat. 10 seconds remaining in power play time for the Broncos. Stick taps from Fiat as the penalty is expired, and back out on the ice is the aforementioned Cooper Grosketh. And we're five-a-side hockey. Farrell will send that one down. Round the backside boards, Heyman pushes down. The six, that one took a wild thump off of Braxton Bragg's pads from Farrell and up into the netting. Quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995. Go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Socha in business for 20 years as a broker, owner, and certified real estate appraiser. Spanish speaking and covering Massachusetts as well. Call 401-742-8971 and RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. Where athletes looking to play at the next level. Be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today, including ACHA Club Hockey and Prep Academy Hockey coaches. Fill out an athlete submission form at RREliteRecruits.com. Warwick in the all black, Burrillville in the home whites with the blue trim as they look to try to continue their season. A phenomenal turnaround in the second half of the season after an auspicious Christmas break. That saw them lose a number of players to injury. They somehow got themselves to the 5 and into the playoffs. And got everybody back healthy and on fire, too. Patrick Murphy for Farrell. Farrell winds, fires, Bragg! Flicked at that one and didn't get a hold of it. It actually went behind him and then caromed back out off the Zamboni doors. Farrell winds, fires, sticks, save Bragg into the netting and a stoppage of play. Face off down to the right side of Bragg. As this one will scoot all the way down for Patrick Poison. Pizzulo tapped at it for a second. Prenette for Farrell offside is called. Can't force cross ice for Poison. Came back. That one took a couple of weird deflections as LaPrade set one in off of Rodriguez and up into the Warwick student section is the rubber to be returned to the ice. Instead, they go with a fresh piece of rubber from the scorer's box. Bragg snares one on LaPrade. If there is a game 3, you'll likely see that on Monday night. Bouncing puck along the side of the net of Bragg as he pinned himself against the post. That one's kept in by Carey. Carey drops one back, winding, firing one off the side of the blocker pad. Good attempt there from Rodney Prenette. No arm up from the officials as Carey was dumped hard into the boards. Cam Force for Carey. He flicks that one down. Burrillville goes for a line change. Brady Martin. Martin run out of the play by Poison. Force. Farrell. As Farrell brings that one in, fires one. Bragg will stick that one off into the side. Hits the backside glass. Came back out for Murphy. Patrick Murphy. Right in front, rubbed out of the play there. Looks to be the 8 of Daniel Kennedy. Getting a good defensive stop for Warwick. Cycled back in by Prenette. Big hit from Murphy. As the puck jars loose along the side boards. Aiden McNally. Brady Martin. As Martin will carry that one through the neutral zone, dumps it down, and a line change goes for Warwick. Approaching 5 gone by here in this third period. Braid off of the sideboards, chasing it is Barlow, picking it up as Mulaney. As it's pushed back around by Burrillville. Rodriguez. Rodriguez fires that one wide. Hard hit into the boards. Players flying everywhere as it's kept at the blue line there by Cam Force. Rodriguez into the tie up there with The 9 of Kavanaugh. For the 9 on the opposite side, Cam Potter. Pizzulo will wrap that one around for Mulaney. Comes back out for the 14 of Sailor. Jack Sailor fires. Fiat makes the save. Second attempt from Clements, and Fiat again a kick save. Barlow gets dumped down, no call from the referees. Rodriguez from distance, kicked aside by Bragg. Lucas Hemond will dump that one all the way down, shepherded to the side. Clements will pick this one up in the corner. 8:50 left to play here in regulation. Ryan Fournette winding, firing. One was Murphy, kicked aside by Bragg. Second attempt from the corner, and Bragg will haul that one in. Today's game on Panzoli Sports Network brought to you by Rays Hockey, Premier Home Realty, and RR Elite Recruits. Force at the blue line. Farrell back for Force. Force slide through, winding, firing, and that one went just wide. Good attempt there from Murphy. Net off of its moorings. Player down is the 7 of George Shafino. And we'll get a face-off down to Braxton Bragg's right. Farrell from distance. That one hits hard off of the backside boards. Rodriguez pushes that one down in the corner for Stone. Shafino tries to wrap it around up into the seating section and heads up inside of the Burrillville fans section, and that is right where someone got hit during a game the final week of the season. So immediately eyes were looking up in that area. From behind, Mulaney pushes down the 9 of Potter. Warwick quickly down the other way. Fiat making the save on the attempt from Kavanaugh. Sailor tried to tip that one back, and instead icing is called. Consternation from both benches regarding offsides or lack thereof. Deflected plays or lack thereof. Farrell. Murphy. Arm goes up from the official. Delayed offsides negated. Farrell lost his stick as he was trying to come through Grosketh. Pizzulo will chase this one back. Sailor. Pizzulo looped that one around the backside. Line change goes for Warwick. Charlie Clements, and Fiat will gobble that one up. Do the Broncos have a storyline still to be written? Or is Warwick going to write another chapter to their storybook season? for Brady Martin. Martin fires. Fiat got his blocker pad to it. Force. Poison. Off of Rodriguez. Bragg will go ahead and hold on to that one. .6:20 left to play here in the third. An eternity in hockey. If the opening round game taught us anything, 1 minute is an eternity. 20 seconds is an eternity in hockey. Burrillville tried to work that one around the backside boards. Got poked out by Fournette. Came through in the neutral zone. Barlow tried to move it one past Farrell. Kicks all the way back. For the 4, Pizzulo offside is called. And they're going to say off of the bench, off the Burrillville bench. So the stoppage of play. Quarterfinals on Panzoli Sports Network brought to you by Ray's Hockey in Smithfield. Specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995. Go to Ray at rayshockey.com for all your needs. Permanent Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Socha in business for 20 years. Broker, owner, certified real estate appraiser. Spanish speaking, covering Massachusetts as well. Call 401-742-8971 and RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com. Groskov. For the 14 of Jack Saylor. Farrell. And into the seats. Shot on the draw play, saved by Fiat. Warwick wants one, likely as an insurance goal. Would protect against whatever Burrillville might throw at them, and Burrillville will throw the kitchen sink here in the final 5. Force. Rodriguez scoots past him. Off of the sideboards, Kavanaugh. And that one gets stamped on by LaPrade, sent into the back corner. Rodriguez for Force. Sean Mulaney trying to keep it in for Warwick. So too is Shapino. Pops back in the neutral zone. Mulaney carries that one in. Barlow trying to wheel and deal. Nowhere to go. Rodriguez takes it away with a head of steam. Stevie Rodriguez will dump that around the backside corner. Burrillville trying to make a line change here. Sliding across his barrel as Barlow carries that one and it deflects up high. Pizzulo winds, fires, and Fiat will corral it in front of him. Four minutes remaining. A couple of seasons ago, Warwick came up into Division 1. In a rough first season, there were the questions of, do they belong here? In a rough second season, 1 win, there was the question still standing of, do they belong here? And here they are in the playoffs with a potential for a chance to go to the semifinals. They have 3.5 minutes of work to do. Timeout called by Burrillville. 2-1 Warwick. 3:33 left to go in the third. You're watching the Rhode Island High School Hockey Boys Quarterfinal Division I action on Fans Only Sports Network.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
.333 left here in the third. Timeout called by the Broncos. (2-1) for Warwick. Brady Martin, Cooper Grosketh. Nick Carey for Burrillville. LaPrade as he goes battle against Lucas Hemond. This one will get pushed back to the blue line, kept in by Rodriguez. Potter, Farrell on the corner, carried out. Wyden, shot. Save made by Fiat on the attempt from Grosketh. Back up for Hemond at the blue line. Dumps down for Farrell. Off of the backside board for Poison. Sean Mulaney. Wine shot. Pop. No. Wow. Crazy save by Fiat as Barlow was on the back door. Pizzulo. That one goes wide. Behind the legs. Barlow tries to go again. Mulaney. After he got one out of the corner. And what a play by the 8 of Daniel Kennedy there for Warwick as Kennedy comes off to the bench a little bothered. Inside of the final 2 to go here in regulation. Fournette, Ryan Fournette tries to backhand one, and Fournette has that one go up off of the top of the post. Kept in by Farrell barely at the blue line. They can't get Fiat out of the net. Charlie Clements. White fires hit the post. Fournette gets that one across the line for Farrell. Farrell trying to track through the neutral zone. Pulled away by Warwick again. Here goes Clements. Fiat's got to come back. Clements fires. That goes wide. For the 10 of Fournette. That's going to go all the way down. That's going to be icing. And Fiat will have to go back. 1:05 left to go. Let's go Broncos, the chant from one side of Levy Rink. Let's go Warwick, the chant from the other side. Farrell, Rodriguez over top of him. This one will be kept by LaPrade. for Rodriguez. Burrillville's onside. Fiat's out of the net, 6-on-5. Farrell's going to have to chase this one back. Inside of the last minute to go. Almost mishandled there by Farrell on the backside. Came back across for Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes in. Rodriguez pulls. Shot attempt, and it goes wide from LaPrade, and getting dumped down was Farrell in the process. That one's going to go all the way down to wide. Icing is called. Holy cow. Farrell is still on his knees on the other side of the ice where the faceoff is going to go to. The noise level in this building is about to build for the final 26. Timeout called by Warwick. We'll take the timeout as well. 26 seconds left to go. Warwick 2, Burrillville 1. You're watching the Rhode Island High School Boys Ice Hockey Division 1 quarterfinals on Fans Only Sports Network.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
$25 seconds. A best of 3 series has been boiled down to this. If Warwick holds, they get a date in the semifinals at Schneider Arena. The Warwick student section on its feet. The Burrillville student section on its feet. Puck dropped, net empty to our broadcast left. That one's kept in by Murphy. Off the backside boards for Rodriguez. Farrell. 14 seconds left to go. They can't get it back out in the front. They finally do. It's swept away, and it's going to get carried out of the zone. 3, 2, 1. It will not have rising. Warwick's going to win. Warwick is headed to the semifinals at Schneider Arena. A 2-0 sweep over the Burrillville Broncos. A 2-1 win in Game 2 and a team that had 1 win just last season finds themselves 2 steps away from hoisting the ultimate prize. For the Burrillville Broncos, thoughts and questions of a season of what could have been had they not had the middle of the season devastated by so many injuries to very key players. And Warwick has finally answered the question, do they belong in Division 1? And the answer is yes. Braxton Bragg, another phenomenal performance in net. Cooper Grosketh, Brady Martin, the goals for Warwick. They close it out in 2. They will go to Schneider Arena for the semifinals as they pile into the glass area in front of the Warwick student section. And the celebration is on. That'll do it for us here at Levy Ice Rink. We thank you so much for tuning in throughout the season here on Panzoli Sports Network. For Alden Darris, Matt Jones, their entire team at Panzoli Sports Network, thank you for another phenomenal Rhode Island high school hockey season. As far as we know, there is still one game left to be played. There's a game 3 between Pontiac-Ganson and Lincoln. We'll have that game for you right here on Panzoli Sports Network, whatever it might be. But for those of you whose seasons have concluded or who are going on to the semifinals and we will not be able to broadcast that one, we thank you and we will see you in November/December for our 4th season of Rhode Island high school hockey. Until then, stay safe, be well. Good night. Warwick wins 2-1.